the Tarat HaKodesh by Rabbi Yaron Reuven, who says that, I quote, "When a Jew walks in the streets and his evil inclination clatters inside him to look this way and that way at women, and he restrains himself from gazing at them, at that moment he has a time of divine goodwill in heaven, like at the closing of Yom Kippur, in which he can request whatever he wants. And who would be a fool to turn away from this?" So here comes Rabbi Yaron Reuven, one of the great sages of the last 100 years that he discussed Tikkun HaBrit, and he says, when you follow the sages, exactly word for word, you wouldn't even go that path. You wouldn't even go that path. Now what if you don't have that kind of an option? There isn't a right or a left. Both paths, this is New York, this is Tel Aviv. They're full of filth anywhere. So obviously you're not a wicked person. You're not trying to beat the system, but the bottom line is you're trying to go somewhere. What do you do when you have no place to go? What, if you go you're wicked? No. You have to stop yourself from looking. If you stop yourself from looking, you have the protection of heaven. And not only that, what's going to keep you motivated? Rabbi Yaron Reuven says, get motivated by the fact that if you pass this test that you didn't bring on yourself, you're just simply, this is where you are in the world. You didn't bring this test on yourself. This is a test that Hashem brought to you. And you're going to pass that test by not looking at immorality, by not doing anything wrong. You can now ask Hashem for anything you want, just like on Yom Kippur. And then he brings a chidush to me. First two things I knew, Baruch Hashem. But then Rav Yaakov, that wrote this book, brings a chidush I never heard before. Wonderful chidush. From the son of Rabbi Yaron Reuven, the son of the Shomer Emunim, the son of Rabbi Yaron Reuven, says that he heard it from his father's mouth directly, that when a Jew walks in a small Imada street and guards his eyes, again, he didn't bring this test on himself, this is the only thing available, but he guards his eyes, it's considered in heaven as if he completed a small tractate in Gemara. He just completed Masechet Ta'anit. He just completed Masechet Rosh Hashanah. He just completed Masechet Megillah. Just from that walk. Why? It's that much of a big deal. And when he walks in a big Imada street, he just has no option. He has to go through 5th Avenue in Manhattan. He has to go to one of these, not because he brought it on himself. That's where his job is. He has no other option. This is where he's feeding his kids. There is no other way. And he passed this street, this big Imada street, and he guarded his eyes, not even for a second, he's not looking anywhere. It's inappropriate. Says Rabbi Yaron Reuven, it's considered in heaven as if he finished a big tractate in Gemara. He just finished Masechet Shabbat, Masechet Eruvin, Masechet Psachim, and so on and so forth. That's how much of a big deal it is to not only watch your eyes, Rabotai, that you already knew, but to watch your eyes because the Chachamim told you to. To watch your eyes because that's what it says in the Torah. Not because it makes sense to you and because your wife's next to you. No. Because that's what the Seder says. That's what's going to preserve your neshama.